Kenneth Watson. I'm the owner of Esquire Meals, a health-conscious gourmet meal prep company out of Baltimore, Maryland. And how I got started was as a means of survival. Initially, I started just prepping for people in law school that I went to school with. But then when I got fired from my first job right after law school, it was definitely a means of survival. And so as I became a little bit more centered, I figured out that this could really benefit me and the people around me. And so I started to try to figure out ways how to grow and evolve not only myself, but the company and the food that I was preparing. And today it has become a very interesting beast of just healthy, nutritious, bright, and good tasting food. I tell people I make really good food that just happens to be healthy for you. So health and fitness is very important for me. My mom, she has 3 brothers, and 2 of them have passed away from diabetes, as well as my grandmother and my grandfather. And so I realized that these were sicknesses, diseases that could be cured by what you put in your mouth. And so after the influence of my godparents and them telling me like everything that you put in your body has to have a purpose, and them forcing me to work out when I lived with them and interned with their company, it really changed my whole mindset of what a body is. It's a well-oiled machine. And so if you think about how well you treat your car, right? Whether it be something from a Honda to a Mercedes-Benz, you think about you put the perfect oil, you make sure it's washed, you make sure it has great radiator fluid. Think about your car as a machine, and what type of fuel are you putting in your body? How are you making sure that it's maintained? And so that's what kind of propelled me into health and fitness, is looking at my body as a well-oiled machine. If I'm going to put 93 octane in my car, I'm not going to put cheap food into my body, because I only get one. I can go out and buy another car tomorrow, but I can't get another body. If I lose my leg, I can't walk. And so that kind of started the journey on really figuring out what is the purpose of food, why am I eating, and what is my addiction to the certain types of food that I've always had in my life. And then once I started noticing a change in my body, and other people starting to notice a change in my body, and you get those raised eyebrows and that, ooh, and I was like, all right, it's narcissistic in a sense, but at the end, it's the best type of narcissism, because it's actually making you a better and healthier individual. You wake up with more energy, your clothes fit better, and as well as you get a tad bit more confidence. So the name Esquire Meals, well, the business has the name Esquire Meals, is because the idea started in law school. I used to prepare meals for myself, and then my colleagues would be like, hey, can you make me a meal? And then so I would make a couple meals here, a couple meals there, and then when Instagram started to get live and popping, I would post pictures, and then strangers would want to try my meals. And so the company had to have some type of name, so I came up with Esquire Meals. Little did I know, as I kept using that name, that Esquire would sort of become more than just a name. And it's really about now is creating an experience. When you think of Esquire, you think of something that is a high class and not of the normal run-of-the-mill type of thing. And so I try to make sure that everything I do has an experience behind it. So when you're getting one of my meal preps, it's very interesting. You put in an order online, but we'll call you first. If we haven't cooked for you before, we'll call you. We'll have a conversation with you to figure out, okay, what do you like? What don't you like? And why don't you like it? Sometimes you don't like Brussels sprouts because your mom overcooked them and they're soggy. And so, but if you have them crispy, you'd love them. And so we really want to have that conversation with people. And then when we prepare your meals, make sure that they're bright, they're tasty, they're healthy. We put a little label on it. You get it in a nice bag with a flyer, and then I make sure I give you a handwritten card just thanking you for allowing me to cook for you, because I think it's great. When I cook, I'm telling my story. And so I'm thanking you for allowing me to tell you my story. And I want your feedback. Let me know how it is and how I can improve, how we can work together. Because the main thing is I want this to be a lifestyle. It's not just about me preparing food for you to lose 10 pounds so you can fit into that teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. No, because after that vacation, you don't want to gain that 10 pounds back, right? So we have to figure out ways that you can stay with the company, but stay on the same type of trajectory so that you can either keep losing it or maintaining. And so with that, we change the menu every week. I change the menu every week, and really fun because I never get stuck doing the same thing every day. I'm not a machine. Although my body, I compare my body to a machine, I'm not a machine, and I don't like making the same things every day. And so I change the meal every week so you get a change. You get to try something different, and you don't have to have the same meal every time. And so I really encourage people to try different things on the menu, mix and match. And if you never tried it before, okay, if you don't like it, we know, you never want to have quinoa again. But at least try it. Step out of your comfort zone, because that's all about growth. You cannot grow when you're comfortable. You only grow when you're uncomfortable. And that's the same thing about fitness in your body. A muscle doesn't grow when it's comfortable. You have to stretch it, you have to tear it apart so it can grow back together bigger and stronger. And so that's the whole premise of Esquire Meals, is truly giving you an experience. And as that Esquire Meals has began to grow, I began to grow with it, and people were asking, okay, well, I want you to cater an event, or can you cook for my family? And a meal sort of became like a dinner. And last year, I put on a big luxury dinner at my house. One, to really bring clients in and give them the behind the scenes approach. Where is my food being made? Who is this person? Because although I talk to you on the phone, you may have never seen or had a conversation. So I wanted to have that one-on-one with my clients, but create that intimate experience. And so it started the dining and catering services of Esquire Meals. So we had a 20-foot table, 3 courses, hors d'oeuvres. It was 20 clients, cocktails. Y'all love cocktails. And we really talked throughout the night, and I gave them the story of Esquire Meals, how it started for me having the worst job of my life, and then really just propelling into the beast that it is today and where it's going. So the theme of the night was really the past, the present, and the future, and talking about how a very uncomfortable situation propelled me into my dream. I always said that I wanted to be a lawyer, but as I started to grow and I realized that this is truly my passion. And if you don't follow your purpose, you'll never find your passion. So it's all about growing and not being comfortable. You only grow when you're uncomfortable. So being a millennial, I know that we live in a world that is very accessible, and we like things that are easy and quick. And so with the meal changing every week, I try to make sure that everything fits within a nutritious purpose. And as I told you, my godparents taught me that everything you put in your body has to have a purpose. And so that kind of alleviates all the health issues, because we use low to no salt, and if we do, we use pink Himalayan salt. Or we find other avenues to add in that salt factor, whether it's soy sauce, amino acids. We're just really trying to figure out how we can take out all these things that create all these illnesses out, but still keep that flavor. And then as well as clients can customize the meal. So when we create the menu, we don't say that this is the chicken fajita bowl unless it's a one-hit wonder. We break things down into proteins, veggies, and carbs. Therefore, you can create this combination that is perfectly tailored to you. Unless you want me to choose your meals for you, and I'll make sure that it goes well. But I'm going to make sure that you get something different in every meal, because I don't believe in eating chicken, broccoli, and rice for every meal. Like, that's not fun. If I don't want to eat it, I don't want you to eat it either. And so our packages start around 6 meals for $65. I want to keep it affordable. And what that package really does, it gives you a meal for lunch every day. Now, as you get more meals, the price or the range kind of shrinks. And so clients get ordered from, and I have had clients order from 6 meals all the way up to 40 meals. And it's really just trying to figure out what they like, what they want, and what are they trying to do. So as I said before, I really want to have that conversation with my client so that I can figure, oh, you know what, you don't need 12 meals a day. You need more like 10. I don't want to take all of your money. My meals do no justice rotting away in your refrigerator. I don't want them to be thrown out in the trash. I want you to take them out and for you to share them with other people. So that is the main goal, is how can I understand this person, their needs, their wants, and I can cater to it. Our slogan is, tell me what you like so I can make what you love. I want you to love my food, and I want you to love me as well. So we've all heard about the 80-20 rule, and I really believe that it's 100-100. And I know you can't like put 200% in, but understand my math for a quick second. And so before I really got serious about understanding that my body is the product of my company, I had a very interesting week. And so I'll do the math for you. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I ate really well. It's really easy for people to eat well in these days because it's the fresh start of the week. We're good to go. Thursday, I ate pretty good in the mornings, but that night, it was all right. Now Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it plummeted. I ate anything that I wanted, and it was horrible. But when you do the math, I'm eating good 3 days, horribly 3 days, and all right 1 day. So I totally canceled out all the healthy stuff that I had. That's like having a salad with a bunch of ranch, bacon, and cheese and everything horrible on top of it. You can't have something good and then have the equal amount of bad. You're just going to stay the same. And so that's what I think about your fitness and your eating well. You have to do them in combination, especially when you're making this a lifestyle. So if you don't want to be stuck on those fad diets like the grapefruit diet or those shakes that you eat or drink 6 times a day, and you want to sustain this weight loss, this weight gain, these muscles, the abs, the V that everyone wants, then you really got to figure out, how can I do this every day? And that's really by making better choices and figuring out how can you like the food that you're putting in your body, but as well as, is it giving you the nutrition, the energy you need to go work out? And so this is propelling and helping to Esquire Meals grow, to figure out how can we help our clients around the board. And we really want you to understand that this isn't food that's going to make you skinny in a week. I hate to tell you that. If that's what you were looking for, please do not come to us, because we're going to fill your body and fuel your body. So you may lose that weight over a month, but you will not lose it within a week, because that isn't healthy, that isn't natural. And as we continue to grow the company, we continue to grow ourselves, we're looking into different avenues to bring on a fitness component, so you can understand these are the meals that we're going to provide you. And if you do these workouts, or you work with our workout team members, you will be able to reach those results in a healthy amount of time. Not overnight, because the weight didn't come on overnight. It came on slowly, so let's lose it slowly. Let's peel these layers off like an onion, so you can be the best you that you can be, and you can sustain that goal that you want to have. My greatest achievement or rewards from Esquire Meals, it's twofold. It's really getting those texts, those emails, those phone calls that are like, I've never tried tofu before, but this is amazing. I'm not vegan, but I want the vegan dish. This food is really good, because I'm not classically trained. I didn't go to culinary school. I didn't even work at a fast food joint growing up. Like, I have no past food experience. So that's one of the greatest rewards. But as well as seeing the clients working out in the gym and showing that my meals are helping them to reach their goals, so that I'm a catalyst for them to succeed, is really the most rewarding thing that I can get, because they show you, like, this is what I look like before, this is what I look like afterwards, and you helped me get here. One, because I was spending my money, which is very important. You don't want your money to go to waste, but that you believed in me enough that I could put the fuel in your body to help you reach your goal. And that's really important. I always talk about that you have to have a tribe, you have to have a team to help you reach your goal. And you thought about me enough to include me in your path to success. So you trusted in me. And so I think that that is the greatest reward and achievement, is someone to say, I trust you to fuel me to help me reach my goal. What's next for Esquire Meals? It's scary. But I want Esquire Meals to grow to be the biggest beast that America has seen. I want to make sure that people are being fueled and everyone has an Esquire meal container in their hand. But I want it to be more than that. I want it to be a social enterprise. So my goal is to get a commercial kitchen in a neighborhood that has been forgotten about, those disadvantaged neighborhoods where people look like me, because I want them to have access to healthy food. I live in a food desert in Baltimore, and so I know what it's like to have to get in a car and drive out into the county to get a fresh salad or to get those vegetables. And I feel like that's the worst kind of socioeconomic disparity right there. If we're creating a cycle, and so I want to make sure that when Esquire Meals grow, it's growing the community around it. So I want to get a kitchen in an impoverished area. But then I also want to employ the people within those neighborhoods to show them, like, look, you can make it through different ways than being a rapper or a basketball player or selling something on the streets. Let's show you how to cook. Because as well as this is creating those skills that they need to get out of whatever situations, but as well as they can take these skills back to their families. and show them how to cook. And that's where you learn the most and you create those traditions in your culture. Let's just change what our culture think is healthy and cool and hip. It's okay to eat a salad every now and then, or quinoa and couscous and some pesto. It's not bougie. Let's make this the norm, because it is normal. People like vegetables. It's okay for us to want vegetables, and more than just vegetables, but salmon and different types of fish. Let's give people that don't normally get this experience. I want them to experience Esquire meals. I want them to experience healthy food, but as well as I want them to understand that there's something more than their conditions, that they are something more than their conditions, excuse me. Because you can get out of it and you can grow. Realize that you don't have to be comfortable where you are right now. And I want to be a catalyst for them as well. So my hopes, my goals, my dreams is to really employ the people around and in my neighborhood itself, to really show them that you can be something more than your situation. And it really helps with starting with you. Let's give you the proper nutrition, the proper fuel, but as well as let me help to develop your mind to show you that there is more to this world than just Baltimore City. You can go anywhere and you can be anything, and you just really have to put your mind to it and work at it relentlessly and have an indomitable spirit that says, I want this, I'm going to go for it, and I want to be that catalyst to help propel them out of that situation. So, interestingly enough, all about creating experiences, Esquire Meals has 2 events coming up, April 13th and April 14th. And so it kind of bounces back off of our November Dine, the launch of the luxury events. It's called Spring, and it's all about flowers, bright foods, and people getting together in all white attire. It'll be here at Esquire Estates, just like the first one, and we're going to clear out the first floor, have a 20-foot table. Cocktail hour is going to be out in the backyard, surrounded by flowers with a flower wall, as well as I want to bring in some other small entrepreneurs so they can tell you about their businesses and how we can work together to kind of grow and make Baltimore a big thing, because there's a lot of talent, a lot of people in Baltimore, and if we work together, we can actually change the dynamics of what it looks like to be from Baltimore. So that's Dine, and the following day, I know I'm already tired thinking about it, is brunch. And so we'll have a buffet brunch still here at Esquire Estates. We'll have spoken word and live music. So it's a little more relaxed. It's pastels and prints. I told you it's about an experience. Pastels and prints, mimosas, and really just to figure out, let's communicate. Let's build that relationship here. And so to find more about it, I always advise everybody to subscribe to our website. Our website is www.esquiremills.com. I am not one of those people that send millions of emails. There's only 2 a week. One to say, hey, the new menu is here, and that comes every Wednesday around noon. Check out our new menu. You get one on Friday that says, hey, don't forget to order. Time is coming up. If you want to be properly fueled for the following week, order your meals. Those are the only 2 that I send throughout the week, unless it's about an event, because the first Dine was such a success, I've been overloaded with DMs, emails about when is the next one. So I tell people to subscribe so they get the information first. If you really want it, you deserve the information first, because tickets go on sale on our website. And so you'll be directed straight to the website. You can get your ticket first on the website. Then I'll put it on my Instagram as well as the Facebook, and the Instagram is Esquire Meals, and you'll get that information. Say, hey, the tickets are live, go there. And I promise you, there's nothing crazy on my Esquire Meals page. It's all about food, and I want to show you this is what we prepared this week. This is where we are this week, going from performance centers to being in the community and fueling the community, as well as this is what our food looks like. I'm one of those Instagram stalkers. I want to see what you're about before I follow you, because I feel like people are very impressionable. And so you have to protect your energy and what you put into your minds. And so I'm only putting out good food and fitness videos, because that's what I'm all about. I want to make sure that you see that I am the product, this is the product, this is how it's working for me, this is how it's working for my clients, and this is where we are. This is how we're growing and how you can grow with us. So please follow our Instagram, which is @Esquire Mills. You can follow us on, or be our friend, like our Facebook page. I'm not sure. I'm not that hip on social media. Whichever one that is on Facebook, as well as you can subscribe to our website, which is www.esquiremills.com. We've made it truly accessible where you can do everything from there, but we'll still call you to give you that friendly touch so you can order our breakfast items, our snacks, our weekly meal prep, and when they go on sale, you will also be able to get tickets to dine and brunch and maybe some other luxury events that are in the works for later on in the year. So today what I'm making is a jerk chicken salad sandwich. And so I think the important thing about meal prepping is that you have to figure out ways how to turn one meal into like several different meals. So this jerk chicken is actually some of the samples that we had at a performance center yesterday. We had jerk chicken and Brussels sprouts for people to sample. And so I'm just trying to repurpose it into a meal for today. So first, what I'm going to do is take the jerk chicken, and I don't measure anything, so just have some fun. And that's what cooking is really all about. It's really making mistakes, and if you need to go in the fridge and get a little bit more, then do so. So that's about a cup and a half of yesterday's jerk chicken. Then I take a half a cup-ish of mustard and olive oil based mayonnaise. Ooh, let's get that. We're gonna need that later. Then I have a special blend of Esquire jerk seasoning, dill because you want that pickle taste, and brown sugar because I like everything brown. And we're gonna dump that over top. Some diced red onions. Pink Himalayan salt, that's about a half a teaspoon. And then some black pepper, cracked black pepper. So from there, we're gonna have to use your strong arm, as they say in Scary Movie, and mix it all up. And I wish you all could smell this. It smells like a little Jamaica in here. I'm gonna mix it up nice until we get it to the consistency that we want. And for my friend and I over here, I have these plates set out and croissants already cut. So we're going to open up the croissants. Put a little butter lettuce down for color. You know, I'm all about a presentation and experience. Drop down a good helping of this jerk chicken salad. I mean, who's being bashful here? We're gonna top it. And serve. So there we have chicken salad sandwich that happens to be jerk in less than 5 minutes. And you just cooked with Esquire Mills. My name is Kenneth Watson with Esquire Mills, and I just had an amazing time with iHeart Health. They're having an expo at Coppin State University, February 24th, 2018. You gotta be there. There'll be Esquire Mills swag and different nutritionists and people talking about their adventures in health. So please come and support. And don't forget, you can find us on Instagram at Esquire Mills or go to our website, www.esquiremills.com. Tell us what you like and we'll make what you love.